This is a recording from Osborne Books, Maths Tutorial, Chapter 4. Beautiful Tableware Limited has been operating for many years and produces stoneware dishes for cooking and serving food in. Your manager Claire has set up a template for the overhead absorption rate for the next year, and she's asked you to complete the calculations and has given you the raw data and costs in a spreadsheet. You're being asked to save the file in the appropriate location with the name given. We need to work on the apportionment calculation, which I've got open, and we need to use a lookup function and an absolute cell referencing to find the values of the bases of apportionment on the table F6 to K10. So here all the way to here. The basis of apportionment is on the worksheet basis of apportionment, which is in here. Okay, so I need to use a lookup function. And let's make this a bit bigger so we can see. So we're looking for molding equals lookup. So I'm going to be looking up VLOOKUP. And what am I looking for? Well, I'm looking for this here. And I'm going to do $sign at the beginning. So I'm just locking the column. Where am I looking for it? In my table. And don't forget your $sign. And what am I looking up? I'm looking at number 3. Yeah. So row column 3 and false. So that's giving me 150 moulding floor space. That should have been number 2, column 2. What am I on about? So let me just change that to 2. That's better. 500 to 2. Now, as I've locked the 6 column and I've locked the data, I can actually go downwards, which is giving me 35,000 for value of machinery. Yep. 500 for floor space and 5 for number of employees, which is perfect. So now I can replicate across. The only problem is glazing is not in 2. Glazing is in 3, column 3. So glazing, finishing stores, maintenance. Glazing, finishing stores, maintenance. So I need to just change number 2 to number 3. Number 3 to number 4. Number 4 to number 5. And lastly, number 5 to number 6. And then that way I don't have to keep writing out my formula. And once that's done, I can highlight, replicate down. And here equals sum, open brackets, add these up. And we are done. Apportion the totals in the apportionment table, use the appropriate formula calculation and link the data for the apportionment basis table using absolute cell reference. So let's have a look. So we've got floor space, appreciation, lighting, rent, supervisors. So I can just do my thing. So I'm going to go equals sum, open brackets, add all of this up. So when the figures go in, I'm getting my totals. That one out. And now I can get on my formula, equal open bracket. I'm going to go E15 divided by K6 multiplied by insurance F6. And then I'm just going to put my brackets around what I want it to do first. And if I want to be cheeky and I don't want to write this out over and over and over again, I'm going to put a $sign at the beginning of E to lock the column, on the K to lock the column, and leave 6 alone. So that's given me 2,000. I can then replicate that across and replicate that down, and as we can see, 82,350. I'm just going to format that to be 0 decimal places so it's in line. So let's have a look and see what it wanted me to do. Done that. In row containing sum, K15, done that. Use an if statement in L15, which is here, to compare total cost in E15 to the calculated costs in K15. Okay if they're correct, error if they're not. Copy this to L19. Right, so I want formula, and I want an if. So what am I doing my if statement on? What I'm saying is, if E15 equals to my K15, and I want you to say okay. Otherwise, I want you to say error. And that is as easy as that. And then I just need to replicate it down to K15. L19, sorry. And they're all okays. Okay, so now we're being told apportion stores and maintenance using the direct method using the following. So stores 60, 30, 50. 60 for moulding, 30 for glazing, 10 for finishing. Okay, so I'm getting rid of stores first. So stores is figure here. I'm going to do equals minus that to bring that to 0. Stores is going to be moulding 30%, 60%, 30%, 10%, 60%. So equals open brackets. This multiplied by 60%. This one is multiplied by 30%. And this one is 10%. Okay, and now I need to do maintenance. So maintenance is basically saying 75, 15, and 10. 75, 15, 10. So equals minus this, open brackets, this multiplied by 75. 15. Multiplied by, I think it was 10. And if I replicate that down, take that away. It's right, because these are adding up, so that looks good. Okay, let's have a look. sum from K15 to J15, if done, done. Right. Format the cost information F15 to K15. So E15 to K25 to be GBP, currency, 2 decimal places. Calculate the overhead absorption rate in F27 here, G27 and H27 using roundup. Nearest formatting to currencies. Let me just do the currency now. Decimal places. Right, so now we want to use roundup. So formula, round up. Okay, so I want to round that up, and I'm going to be going G25, which is my total. Divide that by give me a second. We're doing molding. Washing machine for molding. So machine. So I'm going to be doing that by give me a minute. Just so molding is machine 25380, and I want it 2 decimal places. Okay, then we've got to do the same for glazing. I'm going to get the total there, divide that. Glazing is labour, so that's 750. Machine hours for molding. Oh, machine. So that'll be 3865, 2 decimal places. And this one will be finishing divided by labour. So that'll be 1232, 2 decimal places. Amend the column width to ensure the descriptions and data can be viewed. So I'm just going to make this big. Go to the magic triangle, double click. Everything's in its place. Nothing here, so I'm just going to make these smaller. Perfect. Make the title of apportionment # table bold and then hide column E. Control B or bold and hide column. And there you have it. This task is now complete.